हाई के छ खबर राइट नाउ म चाहिँ अहिले भर्खर बाहिरबाट आएँ होइन अनि बाहिरबाट आइसकेपछि अलिकति अब लाइभमा आउन मन लाग्यो सो म लाइभमा आएको छु सो अहिले चाहिँ मेरो हातमा लुइज टाइसनको क्रिटिकल थियोरी टुडे छ होइन अहिले ह्याभ दिस बुक अहिले भएको भएर म चाहिँ लाइभमा आइरहेको छु अनि त्यसपछिबाट हाई हाई Yeah, I want one chat. Want one chat. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Actually, I don't know the, I think it is so much, glad. एकदम खुसी लाग्छ मलाई. I'm feeling happy. Yeah. Hello. Hello, Kavita. Kavita Kashyap and Shamunga. Okay, hi everybody. Uh, actually, I think you should not think like that one, okay? Hello. Yeah, I'm Nepali. Sachin. I'm Nepali. Yeah, मलाई चाहिँ के भन्न मन लाग्छ भने I'm performing this live stream from Nepal. And what I'm talking about in live stream is about the current situation that is going on that is going on around our society and also uh, outside of my country Nepal. So if you people are yeah okay, okay. Well, thank you so much. I welcome you. Okay, if you are from other parts of the country, then I definitely, welcome you. And I'm taking green tea right now. If you people, if my friends, you are, you know, interested to take green tea, then you can come. I don't know why nowadays. Mm-hmm. ओके एक्चुली मलाई जानु पर्दैन मन्दिरहरू अहिले म अघि बिहानै गएर आइसकेको छु है सचिन साइलेन्ट किलर अनि मलाई चाहिँ खास गरी भन्यो भने एक्चुली आई एम अ ब्लगर है आई युज टु पर्फर्म I used to prepare actually. I used to prepare blog, but right now my Androids and my iPhone store is full. So right now I'm coming to the stream. It's only the option that I have right now. मलाई चाहिँ त्यो स्टोरेज सबै फुल छ त्यो भएको भएर मैले त्यो गर्न मिल्दैन होइन सो I'm coming to the live. At least I can connect with you all, right? So, silent healer. म मन्दिर चाहिँ बिहानै गएर आइसकेको. It's very good for our health, you know. Right now color is good. You can see color is very nice. In the morning also I watch during live streaming. So right now, actually, I had my compulsion to have this green tea every day. So if I go to other room, then definitely I will not be able to finish this one. So coming to the live, I am utilizing this time right now. Mm, actually, no. Mm, the food, the fruits, or any other eating stuff, eating item that is especially good for health is not so, it's not so good while eating. Actually, I don't like this apple, but के गर्ने खाँदाखेरि आफ्नो शरीरले राम्रो हुन्छ. And you can just only be able to see this one. If you want, I can see you, but it's not possible. I don't know what is time in other parts of the world. Just I'm busy in my own life, reading, writing. So right now I'm going to read it aloud. Critical Theory Today, Louis Tyson. Preface to the second edition. Preface for instructor. Acknowledgement. Preface to the second edition. Since the 1990 publication of Critical Theory Today, a user-friendly guide, critical theory has continued to grow in at least two ways. Some critical theorists that students would have encountered only at the graduate level of literary studies have begun to appear in the undergraduate classroom, and some critical theories that students would have encountered primarily in other disciplines are becoming frequently used frameworks in literary studies. For these regions, you will find in the second edition of Critical Theory Today a good deal of a new material. A second a section on Lacanian psychoanalysis has been added to the chapter on psychoanalytic criticism. The chapter on feminist criticism now contains section on gender studies and French feminism. The latter, including discussions of both the very usual French materialist feminism and more familiar psychoanalytic school of French feminism, and perhaps the biggest change of all, the chapter on chapters. The last change allowed me to add to the chapter on African American criticism a section on critical race theory and an African American reading of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby 1925, which remains the novel used for the sample literary application in every chapter. Finally, the bibliographies for the reading that close each chapter have been expanded and updated. One thing that hasn't changed, however, is the purpose of this book. It is still an introduction to critical theory written by a teacher of a critical theory and literature. And it is still intended for teachers and college level students who want to learn about critical theory and its usefulness in helping us to achieve a better understanding of literature, because I'm a teacher writing for teachers and students, and the second edition of Critical Theory Today contains clarifications wherever my one student have had repeated difficulty over the years in understanding a particular concept addressed in the book. Thus, you will find to cite just a few representative examples in expanded explanation of rock individualism in a chapter on Marxist criticism or clarification of the concept of mimicry in the chapter on post-colonial criticism and in the chapter or in the chapter of African American criticism, an added example of encoding of certain racial themes by African American writers. Indeed, my one copy of the first edition, which I have used in my classes, contains innumerable little pacemakers where a clarification word. Since a concrete example was deemed helpful, and all of those small changes also have been made a better understanding of the world in which we live, it seems to me automatically comes along for the ride when we study literature, and the study of critical theory makes that enterprise even more productive. I believe that proposition when I wrote the first edition of the book, hold in your hands, and I come to believe in more with every critical theory class I teach. I hope that your experience of the second edition of critical theory today also leads you to find that small truth to be self evident. Preface for instructors. The writing of this textbook was the product of a sense of pedagogical frustration that I suspect many of you have shared. In the last decade, critical theory has become a dominant force in higher education. It is now considered an essential part of graduate education, and it plays an increasingly visible role in undergraduate classroom as well. At many college students at all levels, as well as some of their professors, remain confused by much of this jargon ridden discipline, which seems to defy their understanding. As one colleague said to his student, critical theory is a bus and you have not going to get on it. Anthologies of essays often used in critical theory courses, which generally include pieces by such frequently Arakan theorists as Lacan, Derrida, Spivak, Benjamin, and the like, and books that offer high-tech summaries of these theorists' views don't help the majority of the students who are unfamiliar with the basic principles one must understand in order to understand these texts. Conversely, the very few theory textbooks that are written in accessible language are much too limited in scope to offer an adequate introduction to the complex field. Critical theory today, a user-friendly guide, attempts to fill this gap by offering an accessible, unusually thorough introduction to this difficult field that will one enable readers to grasp a heretofore obscure theoretical concept by relating them to our everyday exercise experience, them how to apply theoretical perspectives to literary works and reveal the relationship among theories, their differences, similarities, strengths, and weaknesses by applying them all to a single literary work. F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby, 1925. I have chosen The Great Gatsby for this purpose for several reasons. In addition to the lending itself readily to the 11 theoretical readings I offer, the novel is a fairly short, quite readable, and familiar both in terms of its treatment of a common American themes and in terms of readers' prior exposure to the work. In fact, many of my colleagues who teach critical theory have indicated that they would prefer a textbook that uses The Great Gatsby for its literary application because of their one familiarity with the novel. Aimed primarily at newcomers to to the field. Each chapter explains the basic principles of the theory it addresses, including the basic principles of the literary application in order to enable students to write their own theoretical interpretation of the literature and read with insight what the theorists themselves have written. Thus, this book can be used as the only text in course or as a precursor or in tandem with critical theory and anthologies. Each chapter has given out of classroom practice, has been thoroughly field tested, and has demonstrated its capacity to motivate students by showing them what critical theory can offer, not only in terms of their practical standing of literary texts, but also in terms of their personal understanding of themselves and the world in which they live. In a very real sense, these textbooks is a how-to manual for readers who will probably come to their study of theory with some anxiety, whether they are first year theory students or college professors who wish to familiarize themselves with theoretical perspectives with which they have not yet become thoroughly acquainted. Chapters are sequenced for a specific pedagogical purpose to demonstrate how critical theories both argue and overlap with one another, sometimes overturning, sometimes building on the insights of competing theories. Nevertheless, each chapter is self-explanatory and was written to stand on its own. Therefore, this textbook can be customized to fit your own instructional needs by sizing the chapters in one order you choose, by eliminating some chapters entirely, or by assessing only certain sections of particular chapters, for which purpose chapter subtitles should prove helpful. Similarly, the questions for further practice which follow each readings of the Great Gatsby and can serve as a paper topics encourage students to apply its theory to other well-known, frequently anthologized literary works, but you can have your student apply these questions to any works you select. However, you choose to use critical theory today, I hope you will agree that critical theory is the best. Our students have every reason to climb abroad, and if this book does its job, they will even enjoy it, right? Actually, my friends, if you are watching me right now, what is the mission that I am always going in streaming is that it's very important to share the knowledge that I have acquired or the interest that I have been going through and experiencing while reading the books or while reading the novels or anything. The piece of information that I am acquiring, that I am possessing, should be delivered so that you people can be encouraged, and you will definitely initiate to establish the habit of reading the book so far. So this is my attempt, this is my efforts, so that the people around the world, whether you represent Nepal, whether you represent Bangladesh, whether you represent America, Australia, Canada, any part of Europe, then definitely you are welcome over here. And I'm reading the sections that's very important in terms of politics and the daily life that we are experiencing right now are also affected by the theories that we are reading right now. Okay. And I'm right now I'm going live from Nepal, and definitely you people are also very much interested and inquisitive and curious to know more about what is inside the book. Okay. And thank you so much that you beautiful people are always there supporting me, loving me, and your support and your care for this program gonna help me a lot, and definitely this will gonna prove the fruitful result for you guys as well. Okay. Acknowledgement. My most sincere thanks to the following. I think it's not necessary to you all. Okay, Mr. Fox. Okay, Okay, hello, Mr. Fox. From where are you? It will be very much easier and very much, pleasure to mention your name and of your country. Okay, so that I can recognize if you will involve your, presence in the next live episode. And I'm reading the books. It is especially it's a book that might be very much beneficial for the literary student, the student taking your major as literature, because in literature there are so many theories that they are used over there. Okay. Okay, I am going through. I think acknowledgement is also very much important, because here are, if we do not use if I left, then it will gonna create some sort of difficulties. Okay. Oh, you are from India. Okay, Mr. Fox, I think you are for the purpose of your business or your study, or for what purpose you are in Germany right now. May I know why you are in Germany? Yeah, definitely. I'm from Nepal. I'm from Nepal, and I'm enjoying my life over here. And the life in abroad is so congested, I think so. But I don't know what about you. Okay, okay, you're working, and actually, there is, going on chaos, going on social. There is a, toppling down of Prime Minister, the Sheikh Hasina, and what is the impact on Germany? Is there any impact of that, the social agitation of Bangladesh to Europe, a European country like Germany? This is my, uh, query, Mr. Fox. And what is, I mean, you are working in Germany. I mean, how long you been there? Sorry. Thank you for your precious time over here, beautiful people. Acknowledgement. My most sincere thanks go to the following friends and colleagues for their helpful suggestion and more support. Hina, okay, special thanks for finally. Okay, everything you wanted to know about critical theory, but were afraid to ask. Okay. Why should we bother to learn about critical theories? Is it really worth the trouble? Want all those abstract concepts if I can even understand any of them interfere with my natural personal interpretation of literature? These questions or ones like them are probably the questions most frequently asked by new students of critical theory, regardless of their age or educational status, and such questions reveal the twofold nature of our reluctance to study theory: one, fear of failure, and two, fear of losing the intimate, exciting, and magical connection with literature that is our reason for reading it in the first place. I think both these fears are well founded. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I work as an accountant. Okay, you work as an accountant. I will stop messaging. Maybe it will disturb your reading. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's my, I will. If you are giving your precious time, then definitely it's my, first, it's my responsibility to contribute my time for you all guys. Not only you, but also other, if there are other the people who are interested to talk through the chat, then definitely I will gonna invest my time. Okay, thank you so much for your nice concern towards me. I find you so sensible. Thank you. Yeah, I will definitely going to. Okay. Okay, are you working? Yeah, Actually, I work from home. Okay, I work from home, and I also go to the field. And right now I have just written from my work. Yeah, thank you for your question. Do you have any queries? I am nowadays so busy coming to the live streaming because my iPhone storage is so full, and I cannot. Thank you. And in India, where is your hometown in India? Actually, I like India. You know, past few years back, I had visited New Delhi, and I had been in Lakshmi Nagar, and I had visited there, and I like the night life over there. Like having a juice and having lage. I really love lage. Oh, Kerala. You are from Kerala. Okay, okay, okay. I think, not I think, the knowledge that I have, the information I have is that the people of Kerala, they are very educated and they are very smart handling the problems, if I'm not wrong. Am I right? Mr. Fox, show your name is Mr. Fox. Yeah, I like Kerala. Hmm. Yeah, not a kind of, yes, but it's, yeah, it's true. And are you in office? Are you in a home order right now? What is the time in Germany? Mm-hmm. Aha. My name is Sangeet. Today, no work. Oh, your name is Sangeet. Wow, so nice. So nice name. Sangeet mean music. Sangeet music. Okay. What's your actually, full name? Sangeet what? I think in Kerala, I have. Uh, oh, yes, music. Very nice. Actually, I like your, the Kerala. I like culture. I like that boat. I like uh, boating. Though I haven't got that, golden opportunity to shell that boat, but I like boating over there. I have seen. Uh huh. Oh, Shangit Prabhakar. Very nice. Very nice name. Have you been visiting your parents in India, or you are just living there and being so much busy and in hectic schedule, you are, passing your life in or enjoying your life, or what? Yeah, 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 yeah. Boating is so great in Kerala, but I haven't, performed yet. But I have been singing. I don't have any parents. I grew up in orphanage. Oh, really? Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. Haven't you seen your parents then, right? Mm, sorry to hear that one. But the love of parents and the blessing of them is everything, for us. but I have some friends there, so I visit them. Okay, okay. How often do you visit, Sangeet? How often do you visit? Mm, don't be so much bothered if I asked you, the question that you don't like. If you don't like, then you can stop, okay? But if you are interested, you are welcome, and we can, talk so that we can know all people all well. What's the time in Germany? What's the time right now in Nepal? It's 4:25. Oh, 3 years after, if I get leave, that means you visit India 3 years, transition of 3 years, you mean? If I do not come to the live, then I feel so, sleepy. So it is very dangerous to sleep in the daytime. So I come to the live, and at least I can read lot of book, and I can, know I can, see you people there. Oh, 12:40. That means in the morning. I don't know what's the time in Germany. Oh my God, why are you then? I think it's very dangerous. You do have your work in the morning. Then there is already Monday, but here is Sunday. Net kind of problem here. Oh, and what is the life in orphanage? Orphanage. It is. Uh, I think yeah. Actually, I cannot feel, but life. What sort of life? Oh, PM, just PM. Okay, 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 just PM. Yeah, and Germany is then back, then the time back than Nepal. Oh, I just okay. What's your interest? What are your hobbies? What you do when you do have your leisure time? Oh, you just sleep, or you go to visit different parts of Germany, or what? What you do? typing typing and chatting is so monotonous, right? Actually, I don't like typing. I don't like, it is not good. Yeah, it is not good. Obviously, in orphanage there will not be our parents, so life will be so difficult and not good. Yeah, it's simple. When I come to the live streaming, time flies so high. I swim, play instrument. Okay, good. You have very nice habit there. You have very nice habit. Sorry. but I don't have the skills of swimming, though I like swimming, but I haven't learned yet the skills of swimming. I find so tedious, so boring, going to the pool, you know. So, with the notable exceptions, most theoretical writing by the big names in the field and by those who attempt to explain their ideas to novices is filled with technical terms and theoretical concepts. Theoretical concept in instrument, what you play: guitar, flute, piano. And because such writing doesn't seem to connect with our love of literature, let alone with the everyday world we live in, it seems that theory's purpose must be to take us into some abstract intellectual realm in which we try to impress one another by using the latest theoretical jargon theorist. I'm not a champion, but I got some. What that's dropped? Okay, good. I'm going. Sister chains is 4%. That is what I'm going. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, instrument, keyboard, and flute. Okay, you are very genius then. You are very genius. Okay, brother, you can go and cheers. Okay, thank you so much for your precious time over here, and you are welcome in the future. In future live streaming also. Okay, bye, bye, bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for your nice response towards me and make me so special. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Dropping the names of obscure theorists whom we hope our peers haven't read yet. In other words, because status and educational property for which students and professions compete, it has also come a costly commodity that is difficult to acquire and to maintain at the state of the art. Indeed, I think the anxiety that most of us bring to our study of critical theory is due largely to our initially encounters with the theoretical jargons, or more accurately, with the people who use theoretical jargons to inflate their own status. To cite just one example, student recently asked me to the depth of the author. The depth of the author means depth of the author means Death of the author means he had heard the phrase bandied about, but no one explained it to him. So he felt excluded from the conversation because the meaning of the phrase wasn't evident in the context in which he had heard it used. The student felt that it must be a complex concept because those who used the phrase acted as though they belonged to an elite club at the same time as they pretended that everyone knew what it meant. He felt stupid for not knowing the term, and therefore, after to ask about it, afraid to reveal his stupidity. In fact, the date of the author is the simple concept, but only someone explains it to you. The phrase makes little sense. The date of the author merely refers to the change in attitude toward the role of the author in our interpretation of literary works. In the early decades of the 20th century, students of the literature were taught that the author was our primary concern in reading a literary work. Our task was to examine the author's life in order to discover what the author meant to communicate, his or her message, theme, or moral, which is called authorial intention.
Our focus has changed over the years to the point that now, among many contemporary critical theorists, at least the author is no longer considered meaningful object of analysis. We focus instead on the reader, on the ideological, the rhetorical, or the aesthetic structure of the text, or on the culture in which the text was produced, usually without reference to the author. So, for all intents and purpose, the author is state its simple idea, really, yet like many ideas that belong to a particular academic discipline, it can be used to exclude people rather than to communicate with them. This situation is especially objectionable because in theory, in the most concrete ways, current and future teachers at the elementary and secondary levels, faculty and students at community colleges, and faculty and students in all departments at the thousands of liberal arts colleges responsible for the bulk of American education, but whose members may not be on the fast track to academic stardom. What are the concrete ways in which we can benefit from an understanding of critical theory? As I hope the following chapters will illustrate, theory can help us learn to see ourselves and our world in valuable new ways, ways that can influence how we educate our children, both as parents and teachers, how we view television from the nightly news to comedies, how we behave as voters and consumers, how we react to teach others with whom we do not agree on the social, religious, and political issues, and how we recognize and deal with our own moral fears and desires, and if we believe that human production or just literature, but also, for example, film, music, art, science, technology, and architecture are outgrowth of a human experience and therefore reflect human desire, conflict, and potential, then we can learn to interpret those production in order to learn something important about themselves as a species. Critical theory, I think you will find, provides excellent tools for that endeavor, tools that not only can show us our world and ourselves through new valuable lenses, but also can strengthen our ability to think logically, creatively, and with a good deal of insight. To that end, each chapter will explain the basic principles of the theory it addresses in order to enable you to read what theorists themselves have written. Each chapter will focus on a critical theory that has had a significant impact on the practice of literary criticism today and will attempt to show the world through the lens of that theory. Think of each theory as a new pair of eyeglasses through which certain elements of a world are brought into focus, while others, of course, fade into the background. Did that last idea give you pause? I hope. Why should some ideas have to fade into the background in order to focus on others? Doesn't this suggest that each theory can offer only an incomplete picture of the world? It seems unavoidable, and the part of the paradox of seeing and learning is that in order to understand some things clearly, we must restrict our focus in a way that highlights certain elements and ignores others, just as the flash of camera crystallizes whatever it frames and renders the rest of blurred background. Perhaps this is why, for example, science and religion often seem so at odds, not just because they often offer conflict explanations of the same phenomenon, but because they focus on our vision on different dimensions of our own experience. This is why it seems to me so important that we study a number of theories in succession, not just to remind ourselves that multiple viewpoints are important if we are to see the whole pictures, but to grasps the very process of understanding that underlies human experience and therefore increase our ability to see both the value and the limitation of every method of viewing the world. In fact, one of the most important things theory can show us is that methodologies are always ways of seeing the world, whether we are talking about physics or sociology, literature, or medicine. Indeed, because they are ways of seeing the world, critical theories compete with one another for dominance in educational and cultural communities studying human experience. Thus, competitions among theories has always had a strong political dimension in at least two senses of the word. Political, different theories offer very different interpretation of theory and of current events. Popular theories of the day are usually receive the best jobs and most funding for their projects. Thank you so much. And my beautiful people, I always, very much, a way I'm very much grateful for supporting me and coming to the live and investing your time in the very precious, show, the Pabi Show. This show is not only mine, this show is yours as well. So thank you so much for your nice and precious involvement over here. Thank you so much. Goodbye and still be blessed.